Hello, hello. Hello. Okay. Let's get my music going. One sec. Okay. Streams are up. One sec. Let me get the chat going. Make sure that's all connected up. I need to fix my mic at some point. I have crazy pops as I laugh and say words with P's. I'm the problem. Okay, did it work? It worked. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Center horizontally. A little bit of that. Center horizontally. No! Banned. Banned. I said begone, Clinkas, and they still come. They still come. Oh, wait. I have to exit anyway. Alright, today is Fog of War. Fog of War. Where is it? This. Fog of War. Create new folder. Oh, bumping the mic. Let me move that a little bit so I don't bump it anymore. Should I just call it FOW? Fog of War. Fog of War. Okay, we'll get to that in a sec. I want to plan it out first. I got like a little less than an hour. Okay, so here's the plan. So let's say I have this is the state. Whoa. Not filled, outline, brush. Okay. So this is the game. Man, I've got 5 controllers on my desk right now. Oh wait, where's the 6? This is 6 controllers on my desk right now. So my mouse is skipping over cables and whatnot. Hey, what's up, Columbo? Welcome to the chat. Today, I'm doing Fog of War. Alright, so let's say that I have a puzzle. And this is what it looks like. I got 4 rooms. Let's no, Let's just do brush and grab one of these. I'm just going to make it nice and easy. Right in the middle of all of these, there are doors. Did I play roll? I did not play roll. Shoot. I'll tell you what, though. My weekend was crazy. My wife was out of town, and so it was just me and the kids. So I didn't have a lot of time for much. But also, like, when I have free time, I, like, dash down here to my office, and I work on my custom engine. And so, I might be sick. Might have an issue where I don't know how to have fun anymore. So I should definitely be playing roll. I'll do it today. I've got it on my phone. Right? Let me double check. URS. There it is. Roll. Let's pop this into my games folder. And I'll play that today. It looks fun. Although it looks like it's a game that would be way more fun with headphones. Because it looks like the sound design is awesome. Okay, sorry. I got distracted. So now let's create a new layer. That is not what I wanted to do. That is also not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Okay, so let's do like, sure, purple. Fog of War. So, where's my brush? This brush. I'm just gonna make some rectangles real quick. Do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Just going to use this little playground to test it out. So if the player, so we'll go back to this paint layer. If the player is in this room, let's make a little blue player. Oh, dang it. I should put him on a different layer. Okay, little player. He's in this room. So he can't see the other rooms. That's the way that we are probably going to do Fog of War. Or at least, it's probably the way I'm going to want to do it. So, the idea is that we could have a puzzle that you can't see the whole thing until you get to a certain position, and then you can see more. So here's the question, though. Do I also see these because of the loop? Do you know what I'm saying? Well, and by that logic, I would also see this. So maybe let's say in a map like this, there are walls on these edges too. So let's do that. Let's what? Oh, let's say that these are also walls, but there are doors. Just for the sake of demonstration, I guess. And who knows, maybe this will end up being a cool puzzle. Okay. So, then what needs to happen is when the player goes through a door, they lose sight of this, and they gain sight of this. It seems pretty simple, but like, how do I do that? How do I do that? I think when you're on a room, there should be an area tile, an area node with a camera. With a camera. Man, I'm maybe a little too dumb to know what that means. I mean, I know what you mean by a camera, but like I don't know how I would do that with a camera. Because my initial thought is to just literally put like some sort of fog asset over these rooms that I can't see into. And then when you walk into a room, you fade out the fog asset and then you fade in the fog asset on the other room. That was what I was thinking. But is there a fancy camera trick? I mean, I'm not making like a normal fog of war, right? Like a normal fog of war is like you have like a radius around you that you can see, right? And then anything out here is you can't see. Is that true? Like, am I missing something? Because like I would love to know more about how I could do this with a camera. Maybe I'll ask AI. Should we hit up some AI real quick? Let's try it out. Does it say my name? It probably doesn't. It says Mojo. Okay, good. So I want to make fog. Okay, I'm gonna call it in quotes fog of war in my 2D. The Phantom camera. I have heard of the Phantom camera. Yeah. Let's see. Let's check it out. How do I go to... There it is. It allows for simple behaviors such as following and looking at specific nodes. Okay. Features. Zoom. Simple group between. Yeah. So it's just a camera that someone has put more thought and time into than the Godot team into their own camera. Isn't that kind of what it is? Framed. Interesting. In my 2D top-down game, I want the player to not be able to see rooms that they are not in. What is the best implementation of this? Is it just area nodes and assets to cover rooms the player isn't in? Is there some sort of camera trick I can do? Looking for ideas. Boom. I didn't say Godot. Stop. I didn't say Godot. Oh. Top-down game in Godot. Stop. Send. Is that better? Okay. Canvas modulate. Oh, a persistent fog over the entire screen. But I don't think that's exactly what I want. Maybe it is. All right, I remember that you changed how the camera works in each room with it and changed how it looks for each room you're in. Yeah, but the thing is, like I'm not like entering a new stage, if that makes sense. Like I think maybe what you're thinking of is like a 2D platformer, right? Where like when they go into this room, the camera moves, right? Like, okay, let's see. Let's make the camera green. So like there's a camera here. Oh. Right? The camera would then, you know, disappear and appear here. Dang it. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm making stuff up, but like Like I'm still like on the same stage. I just can't see these other rooms. But maybe I'm just misunderstanding here. Let's read this. Set to pure black, and then the reveal, light to D. But that's not what I want, right? Because and then the walls are occluders. Yeah, and this is super expensive too, right? Because it's using light and occluders to do all of this calculation. So that's got to be way more expensive than my idea. The player's light only works while they are present. Once they enter a room, the common fog of war convention is that the room remains visible but perhaps dimmed. Yes, but I'm not going for common fog of war convention. Okay. It only gave me one idea. I think I'm going to go back to my original idea because I think it's easy to use, low on computation. It might be a little tricky to implement, if that makes sense, because every map you would need to like mark out your area for the fog of war. Right? You would need to be like, oh, like what if you have another room? What if I have another room like right here? I would need to add a fog of war there too. I would have to paint an area, which again, they're just rectangles, so it's probably not too bad, but anyway. The setup is maybe a little difficult, but also like it's maybe like just a quick one-time setup, or sorry, a medium length one-time setup. But yeah, I definitely want to like expand my skills. So yeah, thanks for bringing up like another thing to look into. Like I want to always be that way, right? I want to always look up other options. And again, I haven't even really thought much about this. This was literally like the first thing I thought of, so. Okay. But let's get into trying to implement that. I might even create a scene fog of war test. Let's do a little fog of war test scene. So I need the cell environment. But this one is probably going to be this one, this kind of cell environment. And then I need the floor. No, I don't. I just need the wall tile map generator. And then the tile set, I think, is... No. Oh, I can gray box. Gray box settings. I need the gray box tile set. This one. Boom. What am I missing? No, it was this. And then, oh no. Grab the wall. Oh, that's right. We don't have a single center. That's a little awkward. That's not good. Is it invisible? Is this wall invisible? Gray box color. No, it's supposed to be black. I don't think I know how to use the gray box walls. Rendering. Shoot, I might need... Actually, no, I have an idea. I can go to this wall. Oh, he's even using the gray box here. But he turned gray box mode off. What does that do? What the? That's interesting. Okay, so. Oh, so I would need these ones set if I'm not using the gray box. Got it. Okay, so let's do wall, alien wall, bottom, wall, top. Hopefully it's that. And then can I draw? Airwhack. Let's see. Gray box tile set. Although it is a different one. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Gray box tile set in the tile map layer. I think maybe I chose the wrong tile set. I don't think it's this wall. Yeah, okay. Gray box tile set. It's this one. Aha! There we go. There's a different tile map for the walls. Okay, so we do this, and then let's... How do I want to do the walls? Do this for sure. Yeah, maybe I just do... Oh. It's kind of hard to see. Because it's black. Yeah, we'll just do this for visual clarity. Oh, I can do it. I could go up here and still see that there's a wall there. That's so perfect. Jared's a total genius. Okay. And then let's make... Oh, no, not there. Let's make some doors. Just like this. Get in the text. No, it's just work. Okay, let's make this door a little bit bigger. Oh, I made this too far out. Okay. The scene has been made. Oh, I guess I do need a player. Just put him in here. Oh, I'm already seeing a thing. So I probably need some sort of initial room marker, right? So wherever the player starts, it probably needs to have the fog of war already off, which could be a little tricky, but let's just keep going. So yeah, let's just call it fog of war. And then my initial idea is that like you would set up a bunch of areas under this. And that the script would detect the areas. So let's do that. Is that how I name things? Yeah. So now I have to add fog of war in here. Can I open two at the same time? I can't, right? No. So yeah, the idea would be I add an area to D down here, and I give it a shape. Nope, wrong thing. Collision shape 2D, and it would be a rectangle. And yeah, I guess it would just be like this. And then I would just call it like top, left, room, something like that. And then we duplicate it 4 times. This would be top, right, room, and we need to make unique. Move it over here. Bottom, left, room. Make unique. Pop it down here. Bottom, right, room. Okay. So yeah, let me like write some notes down on what I'm thinking real quick. So if I go here, pop this open, class name fog of war. So here are my notes. Basically, I would need to programmatically detect all areas in the like areas that are children of this. Programmatically connect their area, or no, their yeah, area entered signals although maybe I don't need to do that, right? Because I could make them I could make the areas a node or a scene, right? Like what if I take, I mean, it's just an area 2D though. It would just be a scene with like an extra signal on it, right? So when it receives, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So, scene would be a room, and it would actually inherit, or it would be an area 2D, attach a script on it. Let's go to the script. Class name room. And basically I would need to do Funk. No, signal. Room entered. And it would pass the parent. No. It would pass itself. And maybe a rect? Like, what do I actually need? What do I actually need here? Because what I'm thinking I do is, like, when I pass this up, it, like, removes... Wow. Remove the asset covering its area. So I just need an identifier. I just need some sort of identifier. So we'll do ID for now. That's fine. Because it'll probably just be some sort of map at the top level. Let's go back to the Fog of War. And let's get rid of these. In fact, I don't think I need the player either. And we'll add this one, and then we'll go back here and we'll add this one. And I don't need to programmatically do this anymore. Do I even need to detect the children anymore? I don't. So what I need instead is some sort of dictionary. So let's do... Okay, yeah, so I do need to programmatically detect. So it'll be like var rooms is a dictionary of some sort of identifier. What are the best identifiers for nodes? Is there just like an ID? Why am I blanking on this? 2D, like if I go to, I don't have any of them open. Editor settings, external. Turn that off for a sec. Funk, ready. Is there an ID? Get like self dot get instance ID. What is this? Int. Unique instance ID. Perfect. That's what I need. Sure, I'll save those. Let's get back my external editor. Dictionary of int to int, because it'll just be another shape. And then that shape, like I guess fogs, will be a dictionary of int. Well, now I'm just double mapping. Can I map to like an actual node? What do I want it to be? Because that's the next question, right? Is what is actually going to cover? Is it, let's see, mesh instance 2D, mesh, plain mesh, face Z. Yeah, it's just a mesh instance 2D, right? And then the size would be the size of the area. It doesn't have to be the child of anything, right? Yeah. And then the material. No. The modulate. This thing would just be black. Does this cover the player? Nope. So we gotta set the Z index higher as well. Ooh, it actually kind of looks good because it has the fog over it, because there's a fog shader over the whole screen. I just need to go up to 1. Perfect. Oh, but then the fog shader needs to move. Let's look at that. The fog is on Z index 2. Interesting. There we go. I just had to raise that up to 2. Okay. And now it's over. That's going to look good. That's cool. Okay. So let's make this a scene as well. So color rect is what is it called? A control node. So it's for UI. It can obviously be used for the same thing, right? It can cover up the screen. But also it's not in the same space, if that makes sense. Like a color rect is screen space, not world space. Someone in the crowd is here. Welcome back. Is that making any sense, or am I stupid here again? Oh, it also seems to use the canvas texture. It seems to be receiving canvas elements, which is fine because it won't be. Yeah, I think it would be hard to map a color rect onto the world space, but I could be wrong. I might also have like PTSD from Unity, because converting world space to screen space in Unity is a total nightmare. Okay. Yeah, so let's make this fog scene as well. And it will be a mesh instance 2D with a plain mesh and black. Let's start it at 10 just to be a little bit more visible. Facing Z. Okay, cool. Where's my transform? Okay, interesting. Center offset. That'll be tricky because I'll have to offset it as well. I mean, it's not that tricky. It's just like a little bit of geometry. Okay. Do I even need a script on this? I probably don't. I just wanted a fog that already has a mesh. I should probably put a script on it. It'll just make it easier. Class name, fog, and I'll just do a func that's like resize, and then there's a rect that gets passed in. And let's just pass for now, because there will be an onReady var mesh, which will be, what is this called? It's actually a mesh. Interesting. But I want it to be a no, plain mesh, right? Yeah, plain mesh equals mesh get mesh self.mesh. What is it? Yeah, self.mesh as plain mesh. Oh, right. That's the problem. Plain. This will already do the conversion. So then maybe func ready if plain. Oh, I forgot. I don't need parentheses in this language. If plain not is plain mesh. No, that's not going to work. What's going to happen here? I think I'll just have to say, like, don't ever make this not a plain mesh. I don't know. We'll just have to trust our own people. Then the plain dot size equals rect2 dot size. But then the position is what's tricky, because a rect, I believe, gets positioned by the top left corner, but the plane appears to be positioned by the center. So if I do like 5 and 5, then it'll be fine. But yeah, so I need to do plane dot, what's it called? Center offset equals rect dot size divided by 2. Oh yeah, because the offset is a vector 3. Lame. Var center equals rect dot size divided by 2, and then vector 3 center dot x center dot y 0. Or is there a conversion? Nah, it doesn't matter. Let's make this a better name. Let's call it set fog. So now I get rid of this, and then we'll go back to, oh wait, shoot. Let's add this to that. Okay. So we'll just assign this to fog. And then func ready. Oh, I'm not zoomed in. Dang it. Sorry, everyone. So ooh, here's a thought. Get children. No, what is it? Get node group. What is it called? You were able to read it? Okay. Shoot, I used it somewhere else. Group. There's a way to get nodes by group. What is it called? Get node. Okay, let's just do group. Is in group. Why am I struggling with this? I thought that was an easy one. Node. Get tree. Ah, there we go. Can I do... does get tree is above, right? Returns the scene tree that contains this node. What if I want the tree that is below my node? Is that possible? Let's look that up. Go get tree under node. Whatever. Get tree dot get nodes in group. And then it'll just be room. Will be the group. And then all I gotta do is go to my room node and add it to a group. Add room. Oh, it seems I've done lowercase for these. Oh no, you're sick. Not like this. Not like this. That's the worst. Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks for showing up, though. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, for sure. Okay, so I get all of these for room in. I guess if room not is room. No. Node. Var room equals node as room. Is that how this works? I did this in my other game. Let me go to my other game. Get nodes by this one in group. Nope. Get nodes in group. Okay, yeah, I guess I could do that. If node, no. What if I do this? Room. Can I do that? Unexpected indented block after 4. I can't do that. Oh, it's just this. Room. How y'all doing? Yeah, how's everyone doing other than being sick? Ready for a new week? Rooms at room.get instance ID. My girlfriend is making soup, and I played a lot of Minecraft. Nice. That's the right way to do it. That is the right way to do it. I gotta show you what I've been working on. One sec. Okay, I think I'm good to show this. All right. So I'm starting a new Minecraft server soon. And I've been seed hunting. Yeah, chat approves, Mojo approves. Sounds like the best girlfriend ever. I actually have to flashbang, I'm sorry. Anyway, we've been like generating seeds with certain criteria. And I've got like, I don't know, 100 seeds here to look through. But like then we just go into the game and like take screenshots of the worlds and like cool features of them. And like we found some sick seeds. So we're getting ready for our world soon. Yeah. Our current world is super cool. I gotta show it off sometime. How long did it take? I mean, this has been going for like a week or so. Because I just like, I have this tool. Have you heard of QBiome? Let me pull it open so you can see. It's pretty cool. This guy. So there's this thing called QBiome Viewer. And you can set some criteria and then generate seeds based on the criteria. And so our main criteria are, I want every biome that's in that one achievement, the achievement where you have to like visit like 54 biomes to get it. I want all of those within a 64,000 block radius. And then the other one is the quad hut. So it looks like this up here, where you can have, there's actually an anomaly that occurs in Minecraft seeds sometimes, where you can have 4 witch huts within a close enough distance to each other that you can make a quadruple witch farm and get just like massive amounts of redstone. So we said we're going to do that in this world. How do I center it? In. There we go. So anyway, this thing just generates a bunch of seeds. So I've got 87 seeds. Is the server modded? No. My last server was, though. My last server is modded with my mod. So I made a vertical slabs mod a few years ago. And we were using it in our world. And it was fun. It was awesome. It works great. But I hated maintaining it because every single Minecraft update changes the way resources are loaded. And so I have to change my mod every single updates, even minor updates. And they just recently switched from doing like big major updates every couple years to doing like minor updates every couple months. And I was just like, I'm done. I'm not maintaining this mod anymore. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so we're going to a vanilla server because I want to just have like a forever server. Something that like I can have for like 10 years, you know? It's just me and my family in the server. So anyway, that's the idea. So yeah, these worlds are pretty cool. We're pretty hyped on this one specifically. This world looks awesome. 10 years. I mean, I've been playing for like 5 years consistently, and we've gone through let's see. We had the original world that we ruined. We messed up. We put a bunch of stuff in the spawn chunks and completely crashed it. You can't even open the server anymore. And then we did the second. No, that was the second world. The first world. Oh, the first world, I made an issue where when I created the world, I did giant biomes. Is that what it's called? Or is it super biomes? I don't know. It's the one where like instead of, you know, little tiny biomes here, every single biome is like 1,000 blocks wide. So we did that on accident and we were like, I'm kind of sick of staying in this taiga. Like our whole world felt like a taiga. And so we ditched that world and then we went to a second one, and that's the one we messed up at spawn. But we actually had some pretty cool builds in there. And then the third world was called Pandemicraft. Okay, so I've been playing since before the pandemic. So maybe like 7 years. So the third world was Pandemicraft, and that was our best world. Yo, what's up, Sir Lunchalot? Yeah, I'll have to show off these worlds at some point. I have all the saves from them. But yeah, Pandemicraft was our best world, and the only reason we ditched it was because, well, okay, there's two reasons. So one was that I was making my mod, and I wanted to be able to use my mod. And the other was that they did the 1.18 release. So when would this have been? Let's see. When would 1.18 have come out? Anyway, it like completely changed world generation, and we were like, we want the mountains in our world. And there are ways to trick that, right? So it would have been 2021 when we were doing this. There are ways to like reset the generation and stuff, but I was like, no, let's just make a new world. And so we did this thing. We used this tool to find a world that had a valley. So it would have been, I don't know, like basically I would generate something where like it had to have one of these. What are they called? Oh boy, I'm lagging a little bit. Frozen peaks. It would have to have frozen peaks within 1,000 blocks of spawn, and then I would eyeball it. I would go into each of these seed generator things, and I would say, oh, are there any circles? Because I was looking for valleys. And so I'd look for like, yeah, I would look for circles. That was what I did for like a couple weeks. Let's see if I can like spot them. I'm like pretty good at it. Yeah, like something like this. I'd be like, oh, is there a circle? And then I'd go into the world and I would see, oh, does it look cool? Let me find that old doc. Because that's a sick doc too. I found it. So it'd be like this. We'd find like a little valley like this, or like, oh, this is a canyon. This is pretty cool. Like we'd just be finding these and like taking pictures, and we wanted to have a valley that would be. Is this the one that we landed on? I think this is our valley. This one right here. Yeah. So this is the one that we landed on right here. This was kind of interesting. Anyway, so that's MojoCraft Season 1 using my mod that I wrote. Am I going to pass it on to my grandkids? Maybe. That'd be cool. I mean, I'd rather them just play with me, right? I mean, I'm making this also like my daughter's going to play on this server. That's a big reason why we're starting it now. But yeah. Glad you're having fun with Minecraft. I'm sorry I went super nerd on you with the way I play Minecraft, but we're pretty intense over here. We do some crazy builds. I'll have to show you the stuff that we got planned. But we're at time. I need to get something that pops up on screen and tells me when it's time to go. Because I am going to be late for work. But yeah, next time tomorrow, I guess I'll try to finish this Fog of War implementation. I made a little bit of progress into it. Just to add a timer to my phone. Well, yeah, but I want it to also pop up on screen. I like barely look at my phone when I'm streaming. All right. Yep. Thanks for showing up. See y'all tomorrow.